It's all bad. It's all bad now. Man, Tyson Fury promoter says that Anthony Joshua would have got destroyed by Tyson Fury had they fought. And he says stay away from Usyk as well. We're going to talk about that. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Let's jump right into the mix. Link in the description. Frank Warren warns that damaged goods Anthony Joshua need not go anywhere near a rematch for Usyk. He also claims that Fury would have destroyed him. Frank Warren believes Anthony Joshua is damaged goods after his defeat against Usyk, but believes with Tyson Fury, a fight can still be made. Really weird. While that showdown for the Undisputed has suffered an indefinite delay, Warren, who promotes WBC champion Fury, says it has not been killed off altogether on Joshua's points loss, which cost him his titles. Joshua has stated he will trigger his contractual rematch with Usyk, most likely for February in the UK, but Warren is convinced that would be an enormous mistake. So right there, listen, you got to study what people say. You got to listen to the linguistics, the vernacular, the vocab in which people give their presentations or whatever you want to call them, right? This man, he's already said a handful of things. He's already said a mouthful of things. So this already sounds extremely weird to me because he's saying that even though Joshua lost all his belts, a fight can still be made with Tyson Fury. But then on the other hand, he's saying that Joshua should stay away from a rematch to Alexander Usyk because he can't beat him. Let me keep reading. He told the Sportsman, Joshua shouldn't go anywhere near Usyk. He will never beat him. So with that line of thinking from Tyson Fury's own promoter, that they just told you they're going to do a rematch most likely in February, and you're saying that Joshua cannot beat Usyk. You ain't beat Lamont Peterson, right? So how are you going to make a Tyson Fury fight if Joshua just lost his belts and you're saying that Usyk is too good for Joshua and that Joshua will never beat Usyk, and you know they're about to rematch? So who's going to want to see an AJ versus Tyson Fury fight when Joshua just lost his belts, a second loss of his career, and you say if he fights Usyk again, he's going to have a third loss? Looking shaky for the UK. Let me keep going. In terms of fighting Tyson Fury, it can happen. Joshua losing has taken away the belts, and he is damaged goods now. That's another thing that's not really making sense, to me. You keep calling Joshua damaged goods, but then you're saying that he can't beat Usyk. He's damaged goods. He's not the same fighter, but a Tyson Fury fight could still happen. But people are still buying that fight. It can happen in the UK. So we went from Saudi Arabia, now it can happen in the UK. So you're going to, this is crazy. But he shouldn't have a rematch with Usyk. I wouldn't even think about it if I was him. Joshua was soundly outclassed by Usyk. Defeat at Tottenham. He never found a way to handle the Ukrainian, was criticized in the aftermath for the approach that saw him forego his size and power advantage in favor of attempting to outbox one of the slickest movers in the sport. Oh, yeah, he got tore up. Listen, notice how my Boxing Ego watch party yesterday, legendary. I am legend like I'm Will Smith. Now that's how you let the beat build itch. I am legend like I'm Will Smith. The zone commentary was bloody awful. They were horrible. They were saying that Usyk was tired and Joshua was getting into his groove and things are shaping up. And I'm like, what fight are they even watching? What fight could this possibly be? Because Usyk handled Joshua. Joshua was eating Snickers or whatever at the end of the fight, and it looked horrible. Warren believes that Fury would have destroyed Joshua in the first half of the fight if he was the guy in the opposite corner. He said, quote, "I thought Joshua was poor, taking nothing away from Usyk, who was brilliant, but Joshua was poor. He didn't fancy it at all. What was he even doing on the ring walk? He was shaking hands with people in the crowd. You're meant to be on a mission." When on the ring, it says, when he was in the ring, he looked gun shy. Tyson Fury would have destroyed him 3 or 4 rounds. Tyson has great footwork, great chin, and his hands are as fast as Usyk, and he's bigger. He would have destroyed Anthony Joshua. So the world is kind of crumbling for Anthony Joshua at this given moment. You know, Eddie Hearn, I keep telling you, Eddie Hearn did not want him to fight Deontay Wilder because, see, here's the problem with Joshua too as a fighter. Joshua as a fighter is flawed. You know, there's no other way to put it. There's no nice way for me to put it. He's flawed. And it's unfortunate that he has like all this praise, but he's too flawed because, like, when you think of true elite fighters, hear me out. You think of true elite fighters, right? True elite fighters, maybe there's like a particular style that if they go near that style, then it's bad and they may lose to that given style. But Joshua, there's multiple styles that have proven to be super problematic for Joshua. And it's crazy because he said Wilder is not elite, but does that make Joshua elite? Okay, so let me give you guys an example. You could be short and beat Anthony Joshua. Like, despite him being massive, 6'6", you know, in the British TV, oh, absolutely in it, mate. Yeah, he's bang, he's absolute massive, right? Despite that, you could be short and beat him. Usyk was shorter. Andy Ruiz is shorter. But then guys who are bigger, bigger like Tyson Fury, or even taller like Deontay Wilder, I think would beat him, just like Frank Warren's saying, right? So that's that. Then also you look from a stylistic perspective. Wilder fights nothing like Usyk, right? They do two different things, but yet and still many people believe that Wilder too would have bludgeoned and beat Joshua up. So there's multiple styles. So more of a boxer has proven to beat him. A guy like Usyk, fundamentally sound. Tyson Fury, most people would probably say at this point at least that he would have beaten Joshua. And then also guys like Andy Ruiz, who's more of a scrapper and he lets his hands go and stuff like that. Boxer puncher, he beat Joshua. And then Wilder's like a brute force, awkward guy that's freakishly athletic. A lot of people think he would have beat him. And then Tyson Fury he has his own style of feints and stuff. So it's just, Joshua's in a real tough place. I don't know how he really bounces back. I agree with Frank Warren. I don't always agree with him, but I agree with him here. It's going to be a hard road back. The other thing is Joshua, I don't know if his personality is calling for his greatness, because he's like almost like a big kid, like a man-child. Like, he's having fun with Usyk, taking selfies with Usyk, pounding Usyk, and then in the fight, he's getting pounded. Pause. That's a bar. Listen, you taking selfies. You taking pictures, he's taking your belt. You want to dap up and pound with Usyk. In the fight, 12 rounds, you getting pounded by Usyk. That's a bar. Listen, I said you want to dap up and pound with Usyk. In the course of 12 rounds, you getting pounded by Usyk. That's a bar. So I don't really see what Joshua, how he rises. And you know, I never try to intentionally try to limit person where they can go and what they can achieve. But I don't really see how Joshua, there's too many styles that really look like they give him problems. How's he going to beat Usyk based on that showing? You didn't use your size. He now has mental, like, awareness. He knows he could beat you because he beat you, and he beat you soundly. Joshua, look at this picture. Looks like he was stressing out. And I think this shot was, look at the guy in the back. He's like, what's going on? Bro, it looked like Joshua is stressing out, like anxiety attack. Everything that people said about him was true. I believe the Joey DeVecco sparring rumors. I believe he had the panic attack in New York ahead of the Ruiz fight. It's just a mentality thing. Like, you let a smaller man back you up and really stand in front of you. Imagine just somebody standing in front of Wilder and get it. Like Usyk, let's keep it all the way a buck. I got so many videos. Subscribe to the channel. I'm the best doing it. But you guys got to subscribe to the channel because I got a lot of video. We going to be spending a lot of quality time together. See you later, sweetie, honey, sugar. I got so many videos coming, so please subscribe if you like the content. Usyk's face bore the markings of a fight. He was getting hit a good amount, but he did enough to beat Joshua. Usyk would not be able to get hit by Deontay Wilder like that. And he was right there, credit to Usyk. He was standing right in front of Joshua, bang, with that, bang, like with the left just teeing off with a straight left like he Pacquiao. So I agree with Frank Warren. I think Tyson Fury would have beat him. Wilder would have beat him. Usyk beats him in the rematch. I don't really know where he goes. Luis or King Kong Ortiz would beat him. So it's an uphill battle. Eddie Hearn can't save Joshua from this. Let me know how I did in this video. Use my link for TUBEBUDDY, and I'm out. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TUBEBUDDY. I've used TUBEBUDDY for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TUBEBUDDY is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TUBEBUDDY and level up your channel faster.